Championship Wrestling, bringing you great wrestling action, sanctioned by the NWA, National Wrestling Alliance.
Welcome to World Championship Wrestling. Have we got an exciting program for you? Because it is really something. Because, listen, Tony, the World Heavyweight Champion, Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair, it is something that's going on between them.
They had a match recently in Kansas City. We're going to take a look at that and look at what the Four Horsemen are trying to do to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. There's a new World Junior Heavyweight Champion, Steve Regal, and he defeated Denny Brown for that honor. A great big program in store for you, and our guest host,
as ever,
Jim Cornette.
What are you looking at my glasses for, Tony? Let me tell you something. Like I said a couple weeks ago, my mother's been in England. She went to the wedding of Prince Andrew. While she was there, she hobnobbed with all the beautiful people. One of them was Elton John. He gave me these glasses to wear right here on TBS to show all you people what it's like over there in England with all the beautiful people. Get a good shot of those. Baby doll, tonight in St. Louis, I got a special surprise for you, my Midnight Express. They are still and always will be the World Tag Team Champions. But let me just say a word to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I don't care whether you think you're champion of the world or not. You still got to apologize to Big Bubba for the things you've done to him and the things you've tried to do to me. Mama has demanded an apology, and if you don't apologize to Big Bubba, and preferably today, right here on this TV show, then something drastic's going to have to be done, American Dream. You may not have that world title for long because you may not be able to defend it if you don't appease Big Bubba back here. And that's all I got to say, Tony. We got a big show. Why don't we go ahead and get to it, huh?
Okay, in the ring, the Kansas Jayhawks.
That's right, in the ring, the Kansas Jayhawkers. Bobby Jaggers starts off.
The Hangman, Bobby Jaggers, and Dirty Dutch Mantell, the Kansas Jayhawks. And you know, when they came here, well, we had them on the program last week. They mentioned about the Midnight Express and the World title.
Well, I bet they did. But let me ask you a question, Tony Schiavone. For one thing, what is a Jayhawk? What is a Jay? Is that animal, vegetable, mineral, fish, fowl? What is it? What is a Jayhawk? They don't even look like they know what they are, but I'll tell you what, if they want to mess with the Midnight Express, we'll change them from Jayhawks into Chicken Hawks real quick. Because the Midnight Express are the World Tag Team Champions. And shut up, Dutch Mantell. I've heard of Mantell, I've heard of Jaggers. I know they're supposed to be real tough. I know they're supposed to be real rough. But the plain fact of the matter is the Midnight Express revolutionized tag team wrestling. And these guys are Johnny Come because they're trying to make a name for themselves in professional wrestling. And so far, Jaggers looking real good there right now against Bill Mulkey. But Bill Mulkey ain't Loverboy. And this guy over in the corner, whatever his name may be, he ain't no beautiful Bobby. So together, all they make is another team pushovers for the Jayhawks, but not the World Tag Team Champions.
You know, I think we should mention here, David, that Dirty Dutch has what he calls Shoe Baby, and it's wrapped up in that corner right now. And that, I think, will really kind of offset any tennis racket that will be brought in the ring.
Okay, wait just a second. Now, for one thing, a bullwhip has no place in professional wrestling. A bullwhip should not be out here in the first place. It ought to be left in the dressing room. I don't interfere with my tennis racket, but I know that Dirty Dutch Mantell, the first chance he got, he would try to interfere with that bullwhip. A 12-foot bullwhip can stop a 1,200-pound bull right flat out. What do you think it's going to do to a 250-pound wrestler, huh? That oughtn't be allowed.
Well, we have seen what a tennis racket can do to a 250-pound wrestler, so you never know. But I'll tell you what, David, they're looking good, the Jayhawks are, on their first appearance here.
I wouldn't say looking good. If you got to look at that face on Bobby Jaggers, I don't even think his mother could love that. Right, a big backdrop, drop the guy right straight on his head, drops the knee down across the chin. And Jaggers, you know, I guess they're looking to really impress me today, aren't they, huh? They know I'm out here. They know I manage the greatest tag team of all time. They're looking to really impress me. Hey, we're coming after those World Tag Team titles. We want a shot. But don't worry about it, Jayhawks. That's all I got to say to them because, like I said before, you can beat the rest, but you can't beat the best. That's the Midnight Express, and they got no chance. Go ahead, spit it out, David. You want to say, you've been dying to say something to me ever since I came out here with my glasses that Elton John gave my mother to give to me.
I don't want to talk about you. I want to talk about this match.
Go ahead.
Look at the Jayhawkers. Teamwork. That's what it takes. Watch it. He's up on it. Hard on the mat. Puts him down for the pin. He's got him.
Like I said, a teamwork move trying to copy the Midnight Express, it ain't going to work.
David, they look good.
Very good.
We saw the head of the program, the Rock and Roll Express, and the problems they have had with Ole and Arn Anderson.
That's right, Tony. We saw at the very beginning of the show here, when the Andersons, after we defeated our opponents, the Andersons have to come out and try to re-injure me again. Let me tell you something, Andersons. Yeah, y'all did hurt my back, but sooner or later, your day's coming. It's going to be sooner than you think, you know, because we are the #1 contenders for the NWA World Tag Team titles. Midnight Express before long, and NWA belts go right back around the waist of the Rock and Roll Express.
That's right, Tony. Like we told Jimmy Cornette before, I don't know where he went off to. But the Rock and Roll Express are going to be the next NWA World Tag Team champions. Now I know that Ole and Arn Anderson are standing right in front of us. And you can see right here on the VCR where they try to hurt us. But look right here, the only way to get back, brother, is to fight them just like they fight us. Sometimes people try to take kindness for a weakness. But then again, you got to do something about it, Tony. Just right here, the big and tough, bad Andersons. We showed them what they got right here. You want to get down to fight, brother, we'll bring it to you. Because it's not too much we can do to keep you from jumping on us. But there's a whole lot we can do to get you off. That's just exactly what's going to happen. So you remember one thing, Ole and Arn Anderson. It's between us and you for those World Tag Team belts. And I guarantee you, they're going to the Rock and Roll Express.
Woo! Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton, and we are coming right back. Fans, just recently, it was match 6 of the best-of-7 series for the U.S. heavyweight title between Magnum TA and Nikita Koloff, and a heated battle it was. Both men were counted out, and it still remains Nikita Koloff 3, Magnum TA 2, as we go into the final 2 matches. I know you're thinking hard about that.
That's right. You know, this thing started off with Nikita Koloff in a 3-0 situation where his confidence was soaring, where he felt like he was the Russian Superman that Ivan Koloff has built him up to think that he is. But then he found out that he could be beat. He could feel like 1, 2, 3 with his shoulders on the mat. Well, Nikita, see, I've known all along that if I could get this thing down to you and I, man to man, if I could keep Ivan Koloff out of the ring, if I could keep Crusher Khrushchev out of the picture, then and only then we find out who the real man is in this situation. Well, it's insurmountable odds. Said it couldn't be done, but now with a 3-2 situation, you know that I get that one more win and I pull this thing dead even. Then there's no more odds. It's just you and I head to head. And I told you before, I don't care what the Kremlin dictates. I really don't care what the NWA says at this point. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing it for the United States heavyweight title. I'm doing it for all the people that have backed me through this whole thing. It's been a messy war. I'd like to say something else, but I can tell you this. When I pull this thing dead, even Nikita, then I'm going to end it once and for all. U.S. heavyweight title coming home right here.
Magnum TA, and let's go to the ring. Get his hands on Tony Zane for this next event.
Boy, it sure didn't, and Tony Hurricane Zane right now in a bad way. And you know, as a matter of fact, I was just in the back, just back there in the back, Tony. I took several hundred orders for these same glasses that I was wearing earlier in the program. Now they've become such a fashion hit since I started wearing them that people all over the country are ordering them. And right now, Jimmy Valiant is taking care of Tony Zane. And David, can you condone this man's activities here? Look, he looks like an idiot. He's got that bandana wrapped around his head. Looks like a gypsy fortune teller, but when he takes it off, he is completely slick, flat, bald, shaved-headed as a result of what Paul Jones did to him. Can you condone this man's wrestling tactics?
Yes, yes I can. Because of what you said, what has happened to Jimmy Van at the hands of Paul Jones and his army. Just like
fair and square.
But just like you, it takes more than one, more than two, more than three. You all jump up on him, right?
No, that's not right. No, you got to be misinformed. What happened was Paul Jones beat Jimmy Valiant fair and square. Every time my men win, it's because they're the better team. I never interfere. Bubba would never dream of doing anything unless somebody provoked him directly, like Dusty Rhodes has. So as a result, David, what you have is sour grapes from Jimmy Valiant, sour grapes from all the teams that my Midnight Express has beaten, and sour grapes in general from a bunch of losers. And Jimmy Valiant right there is not only a loser, he's a bald-headed loser. Paul Jones shaved his. If he wanted to bring his dog down there, Paul Jones would probably shave him too, and then they'd match.
if I remember correctly, Jimmy Vance already made the statement that he's going to get back at Paul Jones, that he's going to make Paul Jones a bald-headed geek before the year's out, or he's going to quit. Isn't that correct?
Well, in that case, what do we got? We got about 5 months left in the year, huh? Well, that means we got 5 more months of looking at that goofy Jimmy Valiant before we're finally rid of him once and for all, because he'll never touch a hair on Paul Jones's head. Nuts.
Back with you now, World Championship Wrestling. Very glad to have the captain with us, Captain Redneck Dick Murdoch.
Well, thank you, Tony. You know, Tony, a couple months ago, I was sitting on a farm there in Canyon, Texas, and C.D. Adams and the rest of the boys pulled up and they said, how can you sit here and stay in Texas when people like Flair and the Andersons jump on Dusty Rhodes, your ex-tag team partner, and break his leg, and then Tully Blanchard runs in there and keeps interfering, and then here comes these Russians. And how can you just stay around and do it around with Cornette in the mouth? I know Magnum TA, I know Ron Garvin, I know the rest of them, and Dusty, they're a heck of athletes. They're very, very tough competitors, you know, but they can't fight all these people on their own. So I got on the telephone and I called Jim Crockett Promotions, the biggest wrestling promotion in the world today, and I asked them if I could come in and try to help out Dusty and Magnum and Garvin and the rest of them. And they said, get on the plane and get out here. And I'll guarantee you what, whether it's in St. Louis, just a few of them, L.A., Cincinnati, or wherever else, I'll guarantee you there's going to be fireworks. Because the people out there know when I say something, I don't do my dead level.
Captain Redneck, it's a pleasure to see you out here. You know, I've followed your career ever since I was a little girl out in West Texas. I followed probably your first wrestling match. And you know what? I want to thank you because I know that you're going to help me out tonight in St. Louis, Missouri against Cornette. Because Cornette, I don't care where you're at. I don't care what you're doing right now. Because number one, I know which plane flight you're on. I even know which hotel you're staying at in St. Louis. So I know that you're going to be there. And I just want to thank you, Captain, for being there. And you're going to take care of me in St. Louis. I know you are, aren't you?
We're going to be there. I'll guarantee you what. Cornette, look out.
All right. Captain Redneck and Baby Doll with us on World Championship Wrestling. Let's go back to the ring.
Did you hear? She was yelling instructions at the referee. Said, have that guy ready. Talking about the opponent. George South.
Taking charge out there.
Hey, wait a minute. For one thing, I heard the yeah, you better keep your eye on me, you fat hog. I'll knock your brains out of your head. I saw Captain Redneck out here. He looks like Grover Kyle, USMC. He don't have no business talking about me, and what's more, he don't have no business bringing that big fat sow out here saying what they're going to do or not do tonight or any other night. And let me tell you something else. As for this big fat idiot that she's got in the ring, he is not a male physical specimen. Big Bubba's a male physical specimen. He's an overgrown freak, and he's going to be just a momentary diversion of Big Bubba. He's already gone through him once. He could go through him again at a moment's notice to get the Baby Doll. That's what I think. I'm fired up today, Tony.
Boy, I can tell that. And, you know, you were talking to Baby Doll. Why do you have Big Bubba standing between you and Baby Doll right now?
Just to make sure that she don't have any of her other clowns run out here and try to jump me from behind. That's exactly right, because I can take care of Baby Doll. Bubba can take care of the Warlord and her whole stinking mess of folks that she's got running around with her. He's just standing there to make sure nothing happens to me. Nobody can see from behind. That's it, David.
If it was from behind, he'd be standing behind you.
Well, Bubba's got eyes in the back of his head. That explains that.
All right, watch it now. Look at the Warlord. Big. Has it with one arm. Watch this. Power slam. Hard down the man.
All right, okay. I don't care.
Think about it.
Win or no win, Big Bubba Rogers can take the Warlord and take him out. He's a bad man. And Baby Doll is still going to be mine for whatever purpose I want to use her for.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we talked about it right at the top of the program. The World Heavyweight Champion, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Ric Flair two of the greatest wrestling talents in the world.
And two, of course,
collide.
after that World Heavyweight Championship that Dusty Rhodes now holds. David, the scene was Kansas City Memorial Hall as Dusty Rhodes defends the World Heavyweight title against Nature Boy Ric Flair. And a great match.
And Tony, guess who shows up? We have to watch it, and then we're going to talk about it, all right?
Let's take a look right now at a footage of this film.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we could have your attention, please. Before tonight's main event, we'd like to introduce you to some special guests here at Memorial Hall. You fans will remember a time when this gentleman was the single-state heavyweight wrestling champion. He is the current national heavyweight wrestling champion, Mr. Tully Blanchard, is with us this evening. Mr. Blanchard is accompanied tonight by his manager, Mr. James J. Dillon. Dusty Rhodes. I can see the people of Kansas City on the stage. But you can see the eye now. Dusty Rhodes, the new World Heavyweight Champion. You, sir, this is an open challenge to the #1 contender, the National Heavyweight Champion, Tully Blanchard. If you're fortunate enough to maintain and regain that title tonight, please put your name on a contract against me.
All right, you saw it right there. The Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, and Tully Blanchard, J.J. Dillon. They show up. For what reason? We don't know, but we're going to find out.
Well, Tully, of course, a national champion, claims to be the #1 contender for that title. And, you know, there's more than just that, him claiming to want to wrestle the winner of the match. And let's take a look right now at the match, Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair.
There you see, this is well into the match. Ric Flair going after that leg, the leg that he has broken one other time.
Wasn't
you know,
that...
This feud goes back, good grief, what, 2 years now?
Well, you think about it, David.
Forever. Because these guys, like I said, are two of the greatest champions in the world. And there you see it right there. Dusty pins him.
And here comes James J. Dillon. It was the clothesline. JJ is claiming now that the foot of Ric Flair was over the rope. But, you know, David, JJ really, they were announced that JJ really should not be there. But we talk about the Four Horsemen.
There he is. Tully Blanchard starts to work on that leg, the leg that they've broken before. With that chair, look at him, pound away.
It's a leg that was broken less than a year ago at the hands of Flair and the Andersons in the cage, if you'll recall. And as Flair continues to work on the champion, the referee goes out. They continue to work on that left leg. Now remember, at one time he wore a protective boot on that leg. And now the figure 4.
They cinch it up. Now watch Tully. Tully's not satisfied, not with using the chair. Now he's going up on that top rope. Gets ready. Puts a knee right in to the World Heavyweight Champion, Dusty Rhodes. Look at Tully again and again. JJ out there.
And finally, it's all cleared up as Tully is chased away from the ring. He and JJ both. But the damage has been done to the world champion Dusty Rhodes, who won the match. And you know Dusty will not say it, but you know his leg right now is hurt. It's really bothering him. He will not be the man to admit it, but Dusty Rhodes, who is still the world heavyweight champion, viciously attacked once again, David, by the Horsemen who come in.
They always, from the first, they've always wanted to put Dusty Rhodes out of wrestling.
That's right.
And they've just about succeeded one other time. Dusty Rhodes is the man that will not give up.
And we have this interview from the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, from the dressing room in Kansas City after what happened to him at the hands of two of the Four Horsemen, Tully Blanchard and Ric Flair.
Now that you're going to need help, you understand? Tully Blanchard, James J. Dillon, all the way to Kansas City, Missouri. Hadn't this gotten out of hand, Daddy? I mean, when you going to start taking care of your own business? You tried to take my legs, my pins from me one time before and I came back. Now again, Tully Blanchard on a planned attack of the world's heavyweight champion. What kind of justice is this? I don't want to hear from Bob Geigel. I don't want to hear from the National Wrestling Alliance. This justice, I'm going to take care of myself. Because, Flair, that's one thing I got, Daddy, that hurts your soul more than anything in the world. and that's the world heavyweight title. You'll never, ever take that from me again. You just seen right here, it backfired on you. All it did, Tully Blanchard and James J. Dillon, 2 of the 4 horsemen. Do I have to look every night in every arena around this country to see who's coming? Well, if that's the case, then I'm damn sure gonna do it. I'm gonna rise to the occasion. I'm gonna pick myself off the floor every time, as long as I can walk, as long as I can breathe. And one thing you gotta remember, Ric Flair, I am the world heavyweight champion. No matter what you do or how you do it, there is no respect left for you anywhere, any place, any time. And Tully Blanchard, I'm gonna start hurting people now. Forget the title. Forget the National Wrestling Alliance. I'm gonna start hurting people.
The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And David, he said a planned attack, and he was right.
Yes.
Tully Blanchard came in there to say he would like to wrestle the world champion, but it was a planned attack.
It was definitely a planned attack. J.J. Dillon, Tully Blanchard, and Ric Flair.
Going after the leg of the world heavyweight champion, Dusty Rhodes, once again. Fans, we're coming right back. Don't you go away. Back with you now, Randy Bryant and Bill Tabb against Crusher Khrushchev and Nikita Koloff on World Championship Wrestling.
Oh, and this Bryant, David, take a look at him. He's a real physical specimen, isn't he, huh? Randy Bryant moving out against Crusher Khrushchev, and this should be real interesting because Bryant's waist is about as big as Crusher's arm. Oh.
Right now, Khrushchev, Cornette, has him right back to the corner where they want to keep him. Double elbow, and you know, not only do we think about the U.S. title when we think about the Russians, but we think about that world 6-man title that they want to retain or get back from Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors.
And I think they're going to do it, too. I really do. I think they're going to do it. They're going to go a clean sweep. They're going to get all the titles. All the titles that they had before, like the 6-man title. Nikita's already, he's got the U.S. title wrapped up, in my opinion, because Magnum, he's got him buffaloed, he's got him hurt, he's got him injured, he's got him beat up, and he's got him totally demoralized. Magnum is going to fall to Nikita. He will be the U.S. champion.
So he's saying the nightmare will come true. The nightmare that Nikita Koloff will be the United States heavyweight champion. Look at this now. Big Bill Tabb.
And I got to say it for him, David. Big Bill Tabb stands almost as big as Nikita Koloff, but does he have the meanness? No, he didn't, because he was standing there, he was trying to stare the man down. Nikita doesn't stare down. He just caught him with a kick to the gut and put him down, takes over now, takes Crusher, and Crusher throws him out of the ring. And wait a minute, Nikita bear hugs him, drives him back into the apron with the small of that back, and now Crusher takes back over, bringing him back into the ring.
Watch Crusher. Holds him across the ropes. That neck squeezing tighter and tighter. Cutting it off. The Russians, Nikita Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev. Look at him.
And
awesome might of the Russians.
Listen to all the people screaming USA, USA. They don't even have the guts. They don't even have the manners to let these men have their political beliefs. And now look at Bill Tabb. He's coming back on Crusher. He's driving a shoulder into the midsection, trying to take the wind away. But Crusher, the presence of mind, he switches around, gives him a couple of shots to the bread basket, now brings him out of the corner. He's going to tag Nikita. Little double team effort right here.
Kicks him right in the chest.
You know, we've always talked about the intensity of Nikita Koloff, even more so today.
Oh, yes, because just think about it. Magnum TA was down 3-0, and now it's 3-2. Magnum's on a roll. The people, he can feel it.
Well, miracles don't happen that often. He was down 3-0, then he was down 3-1, 3-2, but I still think Nikita is going to prevail because he's just got that psychological edge now. Magnum is looking at overcoming a tremendous disadvantage, and I don't think in the end that he's going to have the guts and he's going to have the brain power to do that. What would you think if you were down 3-0 at the start of things to a man that big, that strong, that powerful, that don't have a compassionate bone in his body? You'd be buffaloed below David Crockett. That's exactly what it should be.
Not anymore. It's 3-2.
Okay.
Magnum knows he can do it.
He's had a couple of lucky wins, but he's still got that in the back of his mind. He was saying, I almost lost this thing. I almost got skunked. I almost lost it right at the start. And that had a tremendous psychological effect
now
on him.
He says he knows he can beat him. He knows he can.
Well,
and don't forget, that 6th match.
That's right.
Both men were disqualified. So it still remains 3-2.
That was probably a prejudicial referee right there. But okay, I'm just saying Nikita, I think, is going to take it.
Look at Nikita go down for the
We'll
choke.
just watch and see who's right. As a matter of fact, I got Bubba standing here holding my wallet. If you'd like to put some money down later on, we'll make some arrangements.
All right.
Hope I don't overgo your limit.
Right on the chin.
About that. Look at it now. Crusher now starts to stomp away on Bill Tabb. They make that tag. Tag him in and out. They are a good tag team, too.
Big Bill Tabb has not seen the light of day in a while, no pun intended. And they are a good team. Beautiful teamwork there. The switch-off occurred within the 5 count, the Russian sickle, and that's it for Big Bill Tabb. Nikita didn't even beat that little jerk, that jabroni over in the corner. He beat the big man. We're back on World Championship Wrestling. The General of the Army, Paul Jones, and all his men. And Jimmy Valiant was out here a little while ago, and he wouldn't even take that bandana off his head.
That's right. You doing all right, Jimbo?
I'm fine.
Listen, let me tell you something. These people out here hollering ball-headed geek. You can holler ball-headed geek all you want, and Jimmy Valiant is not going to come out here. we are actually bored stiff. Actually, we're bored. Jimmy Valiant chased us until we caught him and shaved his head. Let me tell you something, Jimmy Valiant. You got out here and lied to all these people. Now you're the ball-headed geek. Did you notice that he wrestled earlier and he had a bandana over his head? Oh, shame, shame, shame.
Onion head, onion head.
The man's embarrassed. Well, let me tell you what, Jimmy Valiant. If you get in the ring with me, or if you get in the ring with my men, the first thing we're going to do is snatch that scarf right off your head. And you know, Manny Fernandez, I don't think he's around here. He's ashamed, too, because he's the Army. Well, let me tell you something. I made Fernandez an offer to join my Army, and I offer him a great sum of money. So remember, Manny, it's still open, the offer, so you think about it.
You know what, Jimbo? Jimmy Valiant, you is old news, sucker. You is through. You is out. If we get into the ring with you, Jimmy Valiant, it's just because the boss want us to humiliate you some more. Because we looking for other hillbillies to whoop. I tell you what, the Barbarian is starved to whoop some hillbillies, and we looking forward to it. We looking forward to Jimmy Valiant humiliation and going down. Let me tell you that. Old news, Jimmy Valiant, old news.
Let's go to the ring. Well, here he is, Tony. Gomer Pyle comes to the ring in his own inimitable style, and right now against Vernon Deaton, takes him down with a beautiful fireman's carry, headlock, hip lock takedown. But you know something, this guy, he's a redneck, he drinks beer, he rides around in pickup trucks, he probably wears white socks, okay? And I'm sick and tired of listening to his down-home country stuff. You know what I mean, Tony? He's an old partner of Dusty Rhodes's. They're been good friends for I don't know how long. He's cut out of the same mold as Dusty Rhodes. I fight people and listen to country music and ride around in trucks and like to kick mud off their shoes and sit in the living room and stuff like that. I don't really care for it too much. No class. You know what I mean, Tony?
Yeah, and tonight...
you're probably that same kind of person.
Tonight in St. Louis, you won't care for it too much either, will you?
I ain't going to talk about that right now, because tonight in St. Louis, the Midnight Express are going to have something to say to Mr. Murdoch, and I'm going to be over in the corner with Baby Doll doing my own thing. Right, David?
If that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Watch.
Right now, I got to say it, Dick Murdoch is doing just about anything he wants to burn it, whether you like him or not. not. Believe me, I don't. He's still one of the top 5 contenders for the World Heavyweight title, has been for a long time. Yeah, that's right. He's looking over here at me, and I got Big Bubba right over here, and that's going to take care of any nonsense. Murdoch, you're good. You're real good, but I still think you're a jerk, okay?
Oh, but can that jerk hit hard?
Well,
Captain Redneck.
Everybody's
Dick
got to have a
Murdoch
talent.
watching. Position, picks up.
Brainbuster, David.
Oh,
watch
That's
it.
a pretty good effort to get Vernon Deaton up in the air like that.
Down on the mat. That is it.
What a win for the captain.
Think about it, Mr. Cornette.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me right now, the former heavyweight champion of the world, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Well, Jim Cornette, we got a lot of ground to cover today. So we're going to start at the top and end up at the bottom. But basically what we're going to talk about is the World Heavyweight Championship, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, and the other 3 horsemen. Now you see there's a lot of talk in the last couple of days that in Kansas City, the former champion, Ric Flair, conspired with Tony Blanchard and Jim Dillon to do damage to Dusty Rhodes' leg. And I'm going to tell you how it was, folks. Jim Dillon merely walked in the ring to point out what he thought was a bad call by the referee. And Blanchard came in because he doesn't like Dusty Rhodes. Just like I don't like Dusty Rhodes. Just like Arn Anderson like Dusty Rhodes. Just like Ole doesn't. Just like Nikita and Ivan and anybody else that thinks Dusty Rhodes is a big deal. You see, life is made up of 2 kinds of people, leaders and followers. In our sport, it's champions and contenders. And right now, Dusty Rhodes, you're walking around the world with the greatest trophy of them all. I know, the World Heavyweight Championship around your waist. You're the man. I'm the one that coined the phrase. To be the man, you gotta beat the man. Well, Big Dust, you're still the man. But let me tell you how it is. You see, just yesterday, I went into Michael's in Kansas City, put that camera on this one time. And my buddy Keith Michaels said, woo, Nature Boy, you are still styling and profiling. You are still Slick Rick from head to toe. And Tony Blanchard bought a whole bunch of clothes. You know why? Because we're getting to you. Big Dust, we're getting to you. We don't like you, and we're gonna hurt you. And that's the bottom line. You see, when you're the champion, you haven't got time to think about the figure 4 because you gotta wake up thinking about the belly to belly. And you gotta go to sleep that night thinking about the sickle. And you gotta worry about the Road Warriors and Murdoch and the Garvins and the Wahoos. And pretty soon, some little chickie on your arm says, you're not from here. That's what the World Championship's all about. You gotta learn to pay the price. And tonight in St. Louis, or in Greenville, South Carolina, or in Columbia, or in Asheville, you are going to pay your dues back to me. That's the way it's going to be. Because you can bet your life on this. I'm not walking in to the Los Angeles Forum with Deborah Shelton on my arm. Jack Nicholson leading the way. Magic, James, and Kareem sitting in the front row without that world title. And that's the facts of God. You understand that? Woo! Ric Flair is telling it like it is.
And we'll be back with more right after this.
We're back on World Championship Wrestling. Steve Regal, the World Junior Heavyweight Champion, going up against Rocky King, Jim Cornette.
And Tony, you know something? Steve Regal, a fine man to hold that Junior Heavyweight Championship. He makes that belt look even better than it does already. He's going to bring a lot of class to the title. But Rocky King, all of a sudden, maybe Rocky King wanted an upset. He tried a reversal on Regal, sent him into the turnbuckles there, but Regal caught him coming in, now shoots him into those ropes, catches him with the elbow to the top of the head, and Steve Regal is really fired up at winning this new championship. He's got to prove himself to Rocky King and all the junior heavyweights anywhere in professional wrestling. Tries a short suplex, got the 2 count, but now, even though Rocky King's trying to fight back, Regal's still continuing to work on him, following him around the ring. He's got Rocky King on the defensive, Tony.
There's no doubt about it. Regal is a fine athlete and will be a tough man for anybody to beat.
And he outthought Rocky King right there. That's part of being a champion. You got to have that ring savvy. He stepped out of the way of that drop kick and the leg sweep, and I think that just might be it for Mr. Rocky King.
You're right.
Exactly right.
Mr. Electricity, Steve Regal, the World Junior Heavyweight Champion.
And I've been joined at ringside by none other than the Russians, Crusher Khrushchev and Nikita Koloff.
As all you people have witnessed right here in the Superstation, the Goodwill Games are over with. And if you go out and read a newspaper or watch the news, you'll find out who the superior athlete is, and that's us. And there's a lot of new faces in town, like the Jayhawks, and they come out here trying to imitate us, our moves. Well, go ahead and keep imitating, because you'll never duplicate us. And Dick Murdoch, don't you keep running your mouth off about us Russians. And Magnum TA, I heard earlier, you're out here screaming and yelling, you want to be one-on-one with Nikita. If Ivan wasn't there, you'd beat him. If I wasn't there, you'd beat him. Well, last night, I witnessed you and him one-on-one, and he beat you all over the ring. He had you beat fair and square. And what you did, you resorted to your old tactics. You threw the referee out, and the match was thrown out. Well, Magnum TA, as far as I'm concerned, Nikita Koloff is a U.S. champion. Isn't that right, Nikita?
Спасибо, Crusher. Magatia. You see, Magatia, you can no afford mistake. I'm not going to make mistake, Magatia. I give you credit. You got pride, but there's not going to be enough pride. You see, Magatia, Nikita Koloff. Our world going to see, and you going to know. Nikita Koloff going to be you as a champion. An American dream. Ric Flair, he's ready for you.
And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you now the tag team champions of the world, the greatest of all time, Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express.
We have a couple getting married. James Price and Betty Tull of Emporia, Virginia. We'd like to say hello to them.
Well, that's really sweet, Tony, and that's really great, and I don't really give a big whoop-de-doo or a big tootle and tinkers, you know what, about Emporia, Virginia, or anybody getting married. The World Tag Team Champions are in the ring right now. They're fixed to kick the brains out of somebody. That's what you ought to be concentrating on, just like all the other teams all across the country that are tied for last place. They ought to realize that the World Tag Team Championship is the creme de la creme of tag team wrestling. You can't get any better, and these men are it. And look at this right now. A little ping pong with the guy. A little ping pong. The World Tag Team Champions. Everybody else is just in the middle of the pack, and they're fighting to try to get to the top, but these men are at the top. They're the kings of the hill, the Midnight Express. And look at beautiful Bobby right now, the bounce on the ropes. Woo!
I think you run your mouth continuously. You don't talk about your team. Your team is a good team. They're the World Tag Team Champions. They're on top, right? So they have nowhere else to go but down. Someone's going to knock them off that mountain. Someone's going to knock them off.
Hey, they don't have nowhere else to go but down. They can stay at the top. That's what they're going to do. They're going to remain the champions. They're going to remain the best forever and ever. And with the rocket launcher right here, they finish off another individual. And beautiful Bobby's feeling kind of sassy today. And that's it. You don't get up from the rocket launcher. You don't get up from the Midnight Express as Big Bubba Rogers hands them their World Tag Team Championship belts. Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, Tully Blanchard Enterprises. I'm talking about the National Heavyweight Champion, Tully Blanchard, and Administrative Director James J. Dillon.
You know, Jimmy, we saw an incident earlier today that took place in Kansas City, and following we heard comments by the current World Heavyweight Champion, Dusty Rhodes. And during his comments, he alluded to the fact that it was a conspiracy, that it was a deliberate act on our part. He would have you believe, if you would, that the four horsemen were sitting around a conference table with James J. Dillon trying to plot strategy, saying, hey, we got to go to Kansas City, we got to show up when the Dream doesn't expect it, and we got to hit him with our best shot. Start looking around the table, which one's the best shot? Well, obviously, Tully Blanchard defeated him for the national title, defeated him for the World TV title. He's the guy that would take the shot. Let's go to Kansas City and deliberately try to cripple him. That's what he thinks that you're going to believe by laying that story out. Now, what you're seeing here on your screen is exactly what happened. The reason that Tully Blanchard jumped in there is because the man does not like him personally. It's a personal issue between the two of them. And the only reason that we were in Kansas City in the first place is because that Dusty Rhodes is destined to be, at best, a 30-day champion. And Ric Flair, anytime he steps in the ring with Dusty Rhodes, is capable on any given night for taking that title back, and we plan to be there to enjoy the celebration and to show the wrestling world, not only in Atlanta, Georgia, not only in Greensboro, Los Angeles, but Kansas City or anywhere else, that there is a camaraderie with the four horsemen of professional wrestling that is unparalleled anywhere else. And Dusty Rhodes, look around you. I didn't see Magnum TA there. I didn't see Jimmy Valiant. I didn't see Ronnie Garvin, Wahoo, or your good buddy Dick Murdoch, because I told you 2 weeks ago, it's a cold limb sitting out there as champion. You're out there by yourself. You got no friends. The four horsemen, different ball game.
You know, James J., it amazes me that anybody could say that I went to Kansas City for any other reason than to go buy some clothes. Now, Dusty Rhodes, if you don't think we have anything better to do than just conspire to cripple you because you beat Ric Flair for the World Heavyweight Championship, you're sadly mistaken. Because, Dusty Rhodes, I'm the one that took this from you. I'm the one that took the World's TV title from you. And you know, if Ric Flair doesn't beat you to it, beat me to it, I'm gonna take the World's title from you, and you know about it. When Ric Flair said, I don't like you, that's exactly right. This goes back years and years back, Dusty Rhodes. I don't like you. It doesn't really bother me that much that you won the match over Ric Flair in Kansas City. The fact is, I don't like you, and you don't get close to him and without playing retribution to me. So if you want to tell everybody anything else, that's fine. The reason I came to the ring and beat you half to death with a chair is because I don't like you.
Remember, every time you get out of the chair and that leg buckles, it's only the beginning.
Let's go to the ring. David, you know something? Right here, the Rock and Roll Express is the team that, without doubt, of all the teams in professional wrestling that have ever challenged the Midnight Express, makes me the sickest. They've been our most persistent challengers. They've been the ones that won't leave us alone. They've been the ones that won't go away. They've been the ones in our face every time we turn around, and they are the ones that we beat to get the most prestigious title in tag team wrestling, and they're the ones that I wish, once and for all, would get out of my life.
They're not going to get out of your life. They're going to stay around. They're going to continually come after you.
They got their own problems right now with the Andersons. You see that back brace on Robert Gibson? That's a result of something that the Andersons did. Double drop kick once again on somebody else. But hey, they haven't done it to the Midnight Express. They're trying to be the #1 contenders, trying to challenge us again, but it's not going to work. They're never going to get those titles back.
Wait a minute, there's Arn Anderson, only Anderson in the ring.
The Minnesota Wrecking
Robert Gibson, he's halfway crippled to begin with. That back bracer at him, and they're running him into the turnbuckles, beating him across the back, treating him like a piece of garbage. I love it. It is great. Woo!
Here comes Ricky.
Going up on top. Ricky got him.
That Morton.
Ricky Morton came in.
That guy.
Robert's down. Robert is down. Again, the Andersons went after the back of Robert Gibson.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite couple in wrestling, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin impressions.
Well, you know, I don't have a lot of time to spend out here, but I'm going to give Dusty Rhodes, the new world champion, about 10 seconds to get out here and defend his title against the greatest wrestler in the world today, which is gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. And by the way, it's not my fault. Okay, I think his time is up, and I think I proved my point. The man isn't a very good champion, and he doesn't have a very good choice of women either, and I use the word woman very loosely. You talk about loose, she comes out here sucking up to some redneck that's out here using my brain buster very poorly, I must say. Out here talking some kind of English like he's from some mountains. I got a bunch of that chewy mess in his mouth. The fact is this, I'm finished doing what I started, and I'm getting ready to start something else. And Dusty Rhodes, since it's your topic today, you're the man that I'm after, and I'm going to take the world title away from you. And if your sleazy woman gets in the way,
I'm going to slap her face off. Is that all right, Gorgeous? All right.
And we've got action in the ring.
In the ring with Nature Boy Buddy Landel along with superstar Bill Dundee going up against Randy Barber.
And you see, like you said, Bill Superstar Dundee, the player coach of Nature Boy Buddy Landel on the outside, and Buddy, wasting no time, he tears into Randy Barber. Barber looking a little bit pudgier than the last time I saw him, and that's working against him too, because Buddy is just tearing him apart. Every time we've seen Buddy lately, as a matter of fact, he's been anxious to prove just exactly how tough he is. That corkscrew elbow drive right into the top of the chest took all his wind away, and he looks like, yeah, he's going to hook up for that figure four, Tony and David, and that's going to be it. And Bill Dundee, the player coach on the outside of the ring, a great wrestler by himself. He's out there, and now he gets in the ring cheering on the Nature Boy, Buddy Landel. These two are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
There is no doubt about that. Nature Boy Buddy Landel along with his player coach, superstar Bill Dundee, here with us on World Championship Wrestling. We'll take a look at Randy Barber, who feels he affects that figure four leg lock. And
oh, shut up, Tony. We don't want to take a look at Randy Barber. We want to take a look at how Nature Boy Buddy Landel beat Randy Barber, and that's exactly what it is. It's in slow motion, so it may last a few seconds. The full slam, and Buddy, I got to tell you, what great form on that elbow. Nobody does the elbow drop like you do.
Hey, what can I say, baby?
Beautiful. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Superstar Dundee and Nature Boy Buddy Landel, and guys, you're looking good.
That's right. Everybody's out here screaming and shouting, and everybody's mad. Well, we're mad because we can't get no title shot. Slick Rick's out here telling you how bad he is. This is the only Nature Boy. This is a master of the figure four. Slick Rick, you can't get it done, Daddy. Dusty Rhodes, I done made the offer. This $30,000 ring Elvis Presley gave me. Put the belt up. No, you ain't gonna do it. The rock and roll ain't gonna do it. Because we're the best there is, Daddy. No offense to you, Jimbo. We're the best tag team in wrestling. If you don't think so, you put the belts up. But no, the phone's going crazy around here. Every girl in the whole world wants a date with a Nature Boy. Well, you can't get it, Daddy. You can't get it. Get it in line, that's right. So any of you big tough men out there want to wrestle him, want to wrestle me, any tag team want to wrestle us, just sign the dotted line. And we're going to tell you, Mr. Man, that I was too sweet to be sour. We don't want to kiss your Rhodes. We want your belt, boy.
Hey, I told you that bogus Ric Flair couldn't get the job done. He's out here trying to impersonate the true, the original Nature Boy. He can't get the job done, and that's what I'm here for, to let the fans
That's right.
And let me just say a couple of things right now before we close the show. And Tony Schiavone, you just back on up, because this is going to be directed right straight at Dusty Rhodes. Everybody's talking to Dusty Rhodes. Everybody's talking to the new World Heavyweight Champion. Everybody's wanting a title shot. Everybody's wanting something from you. But the fact of the matter is, Dusty, I don't want your title. I just want you. You and Big Bubba, you got a score to be settled, and if you make an apology, which is what my mama's demanded, then things might be slick. If you don't apologize pretty soon, you're going to be past the point of no return, Dusty, and then you're going to have Bubba mad at you. There ain't going to be no apology. There ain't going to be nothing except you putting that belt over to the side, letting all those challengers wait, and you get in the ring with Big Bubba Rogers and prove something once and for all to see just exactly how tough you are. If you don't do it soon, something drastic's going to have to be done, either to you or maybe somebody that's close to you, Dusty. And one more thing, Rock and Roll Express, anybody else, like I said before, the Midnight Express are the World Tag Team Champions, the greatest of all time. Everybody else is tied for last place. Come on, challengers, if you can, if you got the guts, try to take the belts from the Midnight Express. And right now, I'm going to say bye-bye until next week on World Championship Wrestling.